Hello animals. Yesterday I got a lash growth serum at a garage sale from a nice old lady. Yeah, I got this for free and I got 4 whole milliliters of it. And I'm not going to use it on my lashes for safety reasons and whatnot. So I'm going to use it on my hairline. I've took the liberty of cutting all the really long hairs off and putting them into this thing so I can make more lace fronts later on. Since there's no package, there's no ingredients list, but it does smell a whole lot like bamboo for some reason, or some other type of wood. It has the texture of aloe vera. It's really slippery, which makes it feel high class. And I'm sure she paid a great deal for this, you know. Lash serum of the quantity of 4 milliliters. It's from City Beauty, which I haven't heard of, but things called beauty is very popular in the past 5 years, so I would bet on it being kind of old, and that's why it was in the free bin. I'm not depending on this to work, since I've never heard of a lash serum that would regrow lashes, so I'm not thinking this will do much. The finasteride hasn't done much in the past 3 or 4 months. I can rake my hand through my temples and nothing really falls out. It's not meant to regrow it. Finasteride is just so that it doesn't fall out, and yeah, it seems like nothing really falls out anymore, which is great. But yeah, I'm hoping this adds some nutrients to me. I know that the best way to put nutrients into your hair is to straight up eat better freaking food, which I already do, but I'm not, you know, eating to a hairline specific diet or anything. I definitely don't have extremely unhealthy eating habits or behaviors. And my hair is getting long enough to the point that in some areas I can definitely cut it and get 6 inches off, but I'm gonna wait a month or 2, or maybe even freaking cut it after winter, because when I cut it in the middle of October and November, that was just completely freaking ridiculous, and I was really cold. And I'm outside all the freaking time, so I'm not gonna do that this year. You can't really hear how much is shaking inside of there. I've also done streaks on my wig. These streaks are a haircut from my homie Damien. He just straight up freaking gave me that, so shout out to Damien. This blonde one is from somebody else. I'm slowly putting it all throughout the wig just by the method of ventilating on the top cap. Ever since I got this thing, I've thought that looks exactly like the freaking lace front, but just lower grade, worse quality. I've just been throwing it in there, so the top is where that's gonna go. And the rest of the wig, I'm going to put more hair on, because this here, it's just, I don't know, I don't want to get caught with this showing. I mean, I'm not ashamed of this. I just would rather look good. If you're wearing a wig, you gotta make it look good. So within the next month, I'll probably putting the weft that I bought on Marketplace for 20 bucks. It was dirt cheap, but it was secondhand, so I didn't have to support China or any of the sweatshop labor that they would do to make the weft. I've seen what goes on over there. We'll see if this City Lash thing works out, but yeah, I think I'll keep this as a monthly update video on my hairline. I should start doing that, but I don't know how to structure them because it's not easy like a DIY video. But this is something, so this is my hairline and wig update for June of 2024. Hope the animals are keeping it wiggly. Frick. But yeah, I really like the way this has gone. This is beautiful. I did too thick of a streak here, and I found I don't like chunky streaks at all. And on short hair, this is chunky. But I've only put that much in there. It's really not that much. But every time I do a streak in here, it takes frickin' probably an amount of time that I don't want to talk about, because I'm not that practiced at ventilation yet. But yeah, no problems with the wig. It'll be a year since I got it in July, and in October it'll be the anniversary of wearing it freaking every day. Yeah, I really like it a lot. I wouldn't trade it for anything, basically. This was the best 80 bucks I've ever spent, except for, you know, transition. Great value here, but definitely probably sweatshop labor, so I wouldn't be doing that next time. It's just I didn't know where to get all the bits and pieces to make a wig, and no one on Craigslist would give me any hair. So squeak, 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 animals. This is probably the end of the video. But yeah, also I got my nails done at a spa day with the homies. And I'm probably gonna loop back and see if I can find this exact glittery one, because I like that. It's really Kesha-like. This one I made myself. I call it cinnamon. It's just a brown mixed with some sort of sand-colored mica one. This is also interesting. I want to buy this as well. It's just I don't really like the idea of spending $6 on a freaking nail polish. I think that's kind of a waste of time. But yar, wiggle your tongues, squeak. And I also like to collect wayward hairs from the wig that just come out. So this is my current collection. And I like to pick them up and make them into dreadlocks. I'm not really good at making dreadlocks yet, but I have a bag full of them. And this is my collection of my own hairs that are bigger than 5 inches. I want to bleach them and put them onto the wig, because that will be valuable. I really don't like having to pay for hair that I can just get for free. There's just actually no freaking point to that. And I keep this small measuring tool here, and I can look in the mirror, push all the way down and see if I can cut that, put it in the bucket. Here's my big old bag of dreadlocks. I don't know how many grams is in there, but this is all the hair that came off the wig that I've collected over the past year, because I just started putting it in this coffee can angel type thing that was owned by my grandma. And, that's the current amount, which includes clearings from the hairbrushes. It's a mixture of my own hair and wig hair. It's wavy enough that it can be used for something like that, and you know, it's human hair, so it'll be useful for bleaching at some point if I want to do that. But in the meantime, I have dreadlocks that I'm not really sure how to use, but are valuable. Yeah, you know, and I heat damaged the hair earlier in its life because I was always straightening this wig, because I didn't know how to make it look natural for me. It's not as good quality, and that's why I've used it for dreadlocks instead of lace fronting it again. This is the current lace fronting and additions sort of hair. And here are the wig drawers. Yeah, this is the marketplace weft. I did a video on that I haven't released yet. Yeah, it's really cheap, definite sweatshop labor type stuff. Really nice, wavy Asian hair. And I'm not a huge fan of Asian hair because it's not coarse like mine is. So it doesn't look as realistic, but I think it's okay. This is my other wig drawer. I just end up getting these things really cheap, so I end up with a whole lot of them. This was a color spray that I did on a wig that I straightened, which screwed it up because it's mode acrylic. I didn't know what I was doing at that time, and no matter how much I wash it, it still smells like baby powder, so I don't wear it because it's damaged looking, and I also don't wear it because it's straight now. It's really long. And this one, I got its most recent. This one I have yet to release a video on. I should put that out. And these are my accessories for pinning back the hairs when I'm doing a lace front or a bangs edition. You need great big freaking clips and claw clips. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This wouldn't upload as the banner, but this is the current state of the lace front after a wash and all the stuff got put on. Here's an epic dinner, and here's a deodorant that I made out of 2 failed deodorants.